Well, hello everybody. Welcome to P.B.M. Money. Today, I want to talk about the strategy that I've had for growth. For those of you that have not been following, we have purchased 3 little rental houses and financed them all, and my income to debt ratio is 40%. Which is pretty high. The bank made the last loan and said I couldn't get any more until I fixed my ratios. So, in keeping with that, we decided that this year we would buy another little rental house, only pay cash for it. Because I figured that would up my income and have no debt. And we're also paying off my car this year, so that when we go to buy our duplex, I should have no debt, except for the 3 mortgages. And I started thinking about it, and I thought, okay, so if we buy the little rental house, I'll be paying $70,000, and in the next 5 years, save $50,000. So I'm net $20,000 down, which is okay if it helps me to get to where I'm going quicker, I thought. And then I thought, okay, so, and I was just assuming that with no debt except for the 3 mortgages, I'd be fine. And then I started thinking, well, the duplex I want to buy is between $150,000 to $200,000 today. Who knows what it'll be like in 4 or 5 years. And then I thought, okay, so if I put 20% down, that's $30,000, which means I'm going to have to finance $120,000. And then I started thinking, I thought, I'm not sure that what I'm doing will be enough to finance what I want. And I don't, the entire goal of the last 4 games that we have been playing on this channel and this year's and the next 2 or 3 is going to be, the ultimate goal is for me to retire and have no payments on where I live, and hopefully have somebody paying to cover my living expenses in the duplex. That's the goal. So following the strategy, if I buy the house for cash this year, and then save for 3 years, go to get it, and there's not enough room to finance, now my retirement is in jeopardy, and I don't think that's a good idea, and I don't want to be in that position. So, I thought, well, what if we don't buy the house this year, and we just save for the next 3 or 4 years so I can pay cash for the duplex? Okay, that's going to be a big nut to crack. I mean, so let's say I need $150,000 to buy the duplex. We ended last year at $60,000, which means we need $90,000 in the next 4 years. Mathematically, it ought to be done. It ought to be easy to get done. So let's assume that we do that. 3 or 4 years out, I buy the duplex with cash. Now I can go back and buy the little house and finance it, and if there's no room to finance, I'll just wait another year and pay cash for it too. That's the better strategy, I think. I think paying cash for the house now, first off, it puts me $20,000 down. Now it does give me more monthly income to save, but since I've already got it saved, why would I spend money to lose $20,000? You see what I'm saying? Because if we save it for 5 years, everything that comes off of that little house, and there's no major expenses, that'll be $50,000, but I got to pay $70,000 for the house. So why not just go forward 5 years and have $70,000 instead of $50,000? That makes more sense to me. And then we have the intervening years. We can save, pay cash for the duplex, and then right after we close on the duplex, we go to get financing for another little rental house. I think that makes more business sense, it makes more economic sense, and it makes more logical sense, because if I pay cash for the place I live in, I'm not relying on a bank, I'm not relying on a title company or a finance. I'm relying on nobody but cash for my retirement place to live. That makes more sense. So anyway, we have changed our modus operandi to get where we want to go. Now, the reasons, and I gave you most of them. There was no guarantee that the moves we were making, paying off the car and buying the little house, would help us get the financing for the duplex. Instead of spending the $50,000 on a little rental house that may or may not do us any good, why not just save the $50,000 in cash and put that towards the ultimate goal? Now, here's the upside. I mean, I think this strategy is much, much better anyway. But if we have a couple of good years in there and we can go buy our duplex early and go get the house financed, I might be able to retire early. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. But I've been tossing this around for a couple of months, and when I set the goal for the game this year, I hadn't made my mind up, and I just recently, in the last couple of days, have decided this makes good, logical, common economic sense. So I'm pretty sure this is how we're going to go. So this year, the financial goal hasn't changed. Paying off my car has not changed. The only thing that has changed is that at the end of this year, we are not going to go buy our little house. We're going to start banking all the cash so we can pay cash for our duplex, which we're going to need, like I said, about $150,000 to $200,000 in cash. That is a big nut to crack. But I'm sure that we'll be able to get it done one way or another. So I just wanted to bring you up to speed on the strategy has changed, not because it doesn't make sense, but because of the ultimate goal for me to have a place to retire in rent-free is not guaranteed that way. This way, it'll be more likely to be guaranteed because I'll be paying cash. I won't be relying on a bank to finance me. So that's the only amendment to the game this year. And I want to take this opportunity also to ask you to join our channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, every time a video drops, you'll be notified. And we talk about all things money on this channel. From stocks to bonds to different investments to real estate to savings to we try to have it be fun. Most people, when they do personal finance things, it gets kind of dry and boring. So we're going to try to make it fun. Set your goals, write them down, and then watch our videos, among others, and maybe you'll get an idea on how you can increase your savings, increase your investments, increase your income. We talk about all those things. I look forward to spending some time with you. Please hit the subscribe button. It's free. Well, you guys have yourself a great day, a great week, and happy investing.